Oh, God, shit, I was running. Hey there. How are you guys doing? Good? Yes, it's real good. I don't know whatever the fuck that was. Let's talk E3. Roll the intro. Haven't done that in a while. What is up, guys? OraMagi here, back again with another video. And as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 highlights from this year's E3 convention. Now, as I'm actually recording this video, I'm actually in the process of editing another one, a convention video. Here's a few snippy snips. You can take a look. So I need some fucking scissors. Content warning! Whoa, yeah! Idle chat! Woo! Now, I actually wasn't expecting that much going into this E3 at all. That's probably because I was not paying attention to any video game news due to the fact that I was just absorbed in Grand Blue, endlessly, grinding, never ending. So naturally, there were a lot of announcements that pleasantly surprised me. So without any further ado, here are my top 10 highlights from E3 2018. So at number 10 is Death Stranding, aka Kojima, whatever the fuck you're smoking, don't give me any, because on this here YouTube channel I don't promote drugs of any kind. Stay in school. Yeah, we got a gameplay trailer for Death Stranding and we still have no fucking clue what the game is about. We saw more of Norman Reedus, we saw the baby battery. It seems kind of futuristic. He's like in not really a spacesuit, but some kind of futuristic suit. We saw 2 new female characters. We don't know what their roles are. We still don't know. We still don't fucking know what, like, the genre of the game is. We don't know any mechanics. We don't know even the story. It's just... But it looks really good. Like, graphics-wise, oh my god, this game looks like it's going to be amazing. But I can't really say anything else because it's also confusing in my brain, my pea brain. That's why it's at number 10, because me, and I'm pretty sure like almost everyone else out there, bar Kojima, you know, I'm pretty sure Kojima doesn't even know what the fuck he's doing. He's like if Death Stranding is the canvas, then he's just got a paintbrush, he's closing his eyes and he's just going, yes, this will be my greatest work yet, not knowing what the fuck he's doing. And for that reason alone, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a wild ride to enjoy. But yeah, it's still putting it at number 10 because no one knows what this game is talking about. But everyone is looking forward to it. Let's move on. Swinging at number 9 is the new Marvel Spider-Man game, and you're going to be hearing a lot of this video, but oh my god! So I'm a big Marvel fan, but I've never really gone into any Marvel video games because I guess they just seem really casual, they seem really dumbed down. You know, you got things like what, that Marvel Strike Force game on mobile. You know, no Marvel video game, I'm pretty sure, exists that makes you feel like the hero you're supposed to. But this Spider-Man game looks like it's going to change all of that because we got some gameplay demos. We got 2 gameplay demos at E3, and both of them look amazing. It looks like that when you're playing this game, you are going to feel like Spider-Man. The combat looks so fluid, the way that you use your webs in all different ways in your suit, and even the ways that in boss battles that you're going to be talking to the enemy, trying to get them to surrender at the same time that you're going and throwing rocks at them and webs, and oh, this game made me web in my trousers. It looks so good. We got a small hint of the story. It looks like a bunch of Spider-Man's worst enemies that he's put away in recent years have been released by this one, we assume his arch nemesis. I don't know that much about Spider-Man. I can only remember from like the really early films, so I'm thinking like, shit, is it like the Green Goblin or whatever? Is it an OG villain like Dr. Octopus? We've got no idea, or at least I don't from the trailers that I've seen, but it should be super good regardless. Let's move on.
You go it solo if you feel like it?
You know, if you really chose to, your NPC is...
Coming in at number 8 is Code Vein. Now, I don't really have much to say about this game because at the beginning of the year, I actually made a video. You can click the thing or link in the description below to a video that I made when I discussed a couple of games that I was super excited for. One of them being Grand Blue Fantasy Relink and one of them being Code Vein. We got some new gameplay out of E3, but aside from that, not really much. We got a bit of like developer insight about why they did certain things and whatnot. I'll be linking to all of the websites that I used for research and all of the developer interviews and all the new gameplay and game trailers and things like that in the description below, so you can check it out for yourself. But, you know, about 6-7 months down the line, I'm still pretty excited for Code Vein. So, yeah, no, I don't really have anything else to say about it. Let's move on to the next one. Coming in at number 7 is My Hero One's Justice. And similar to Code Vein, we already knew a decent amount about this game, so there's not much to be surprised about, nor not much new stuff we learned. The trailer that they revealed at E3 mainly just showed we got a bunch of villains who are confirmed to be in the game, from Homura to Dabi to Stain to Himiko, and then we got some more Class 1A heroes. Toga is going to be in the game, we got Kirishima is going to be in there, Deku of course, standard ones like Todoroki, All Might of course is going to be in the game. So yeah, the characters that you expect to be in the game, if they weren't in the game, there'd be riots. So nothing much we can say there. Obviously it looks really good, it's actually really fun. Whether the game is going to be like viable on a competitive level, like maybe whether we'll see My Hero One's Justice or something like EVO, who knows. Obviously this is the kind of game that I would love to see played at an incredibly high level, but the only real thing that I got incredibly excited for, aside from character customization, because some fun is always to be had when you can customize your characters in a fighting game, is the idea that we may, hopefully, it wasn't confirmed, like we didn't see gameplay of it, but we may get playable All For One. I know he's the villain, but he's so cool! Yeah, that's about it. Let's move on. Coming in at number 6 is Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight, and you're gonna be sensing a bit of a trend here, or you would, because this is actually the last time I'm going to do this. This is the last game on the list that we knew was coming out and that we didn't really get anything new for. Well, we got new stuff for Code Vein, but we didn't really get anything new for Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. They just like showed the same announcement trailer. We like got confirmation that there'd be official remixes by some big name producers like Tofu Beats and Cayenne. That we got confirmation that all of the same voice actors will be returning. I guess at least for the English dub, because the trailer is in English. I guess probably maybe a Japanese trailer is out there. But if every voice actor is returning, that's obviously a good sign. Gameplay wise, it's a rhythm game with some pretty sick moves. So again, it's everything we expected, and it's just like pretty much it's just Atlas going, hey, don't forget. In the midst of all the E3 madness, this is still happening. This is still a thing. Don't forget, please. That's pretty much all the trailer was, but I am still considerably excited for it, hence why it takes the number 6 spot on this list. Let's take a move on. So slicing its way into number 5 is Ghost of Tsushima. And let me just say this. Oh my god, this is probably the best looking game I have seen in a long time. Just like in 2017 when Horizon Zero Dawn came out, that game made me think, damn, I really should have a PS4 Pro so I can experience these graphics in the best way possible. And now Ghost of Tsushima is making me think that again. I'm thinking that, damn, if I'm gonna get Ghost of Tsushima, I need a PS4 Pro, because look at these visuals, from just the landscapes to the lighting. Don't even get me started on the lighting. Like in this final fight in the trailer, it's beautiful. It is art. Like that's for you. Ghost of Tsushima and your developers. That's for you. This is for you. It's classed as an open world adventure, which is obviously really exciting because it means that I can roam around this beautiful looking world as much as I want without being constrained to a storyline, which is a big yes. It's a really good sign. Combat looks very well paced. It doesn't look as mindlessly aggressive as something like Bloodborne, but not too defensive like Dark Souls, you know. I don't think you'd classify this kind of game as even like a Soulsborne kind of game, but just that kind of action RPG combat, it looks very measured, very well paced, from when he's looking for the right moment to strike. Should he counter this guy's shield? Should he dash out of the way if this guy's partisan or whatever that spear-like weapon was? The combat looks very measured and very well paced, and that makes me very excited for it as well. The story looks like it's gonna be complex as hell. It looks like it's taking place during the Mongol invasion of Japan, and ooh, it just looks good, man. I'm just gonna go orgasm over them visuals. Next one.
Sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
At number 4, Cyberpunk
Can't deny it, it's
2077.
all true. But everybody still wants to
So,
live here.
the astute-eyed among you may have noticed the shirt
Might be
that
a lie.
I'm wearing for this
An
video.
illusion.
I assure you, I am
It's
not
there.
wearing this shirt by coincidence.
Just around the
I
corner.
love
keeps
CD
you
Projekt Red. The Witcher 3 is definitely one of my top RPGs of all time. I haven't even finished it. I have put just so much time just admiring the world that is The Witcher 3,
It's a
and just
city of
you can
dreams.
really admire the
And I'm a
effort
big
and
dreamer.
the passion that goes into a CD Projekt Red game. Just the effort, passion, and my lack of adjectives that go into how it feels like they handcraft their worlds. And oh god, Cyberpunk 2077 is no exception to this rule. We got a good look at the main characters. We got a male and a female. Most people are losing their minds because the game is going to be in first person. I personally don't really care, like, at all. I think first person is going to be great. CD Projekt Red have already confirmed you'll have multiple opportunities to see your character in third person anyway, and the game is coming to PC, so I imagine that there will be mods. I'm sure someone will make a third person mod, so, you know, to all of you people complaining about, oh, I'm gonna drop their game because first person, shut the fuck up, you're a bitch, deal with it. Just had to get that out there. Because that shit's all over my Twitter. But the game looks amazing. The cyberpunk world looks amazing. You can see everyone who's like augmented. There's like a bit in the video where there's like an idol. She's like doing her makeup and like the whole lower half of her face is missing. But it's like she can swap out her mouths and whatnot. You got people with like their mental augments. Someone tearing out an eyeball. It looks just so wonderfully gritty and just this game is just cyberpunk incarnate and If it does, which I will, if it does follow the trend of CD Projekt Red's previous titles, which I'm sure it will, then this will be like a Game of the Year material. So CD Projekt Red, Cyberpunk 2077, definitely a highlight from E3 2018. Let's move on to the top 3.
And evil. These worlds
Lasting its way into number 3 is Jump Force. Definitely one of, if not probably the most surprising title to be announced at E3 this year. Like, there was nothing, at least maybe there would have been whispers and leaks on, I don't know, the Japanese side of the internet, but as far as I was concerned, there was absolutely nothing said about this game until the trailer was dropped during Microsoft's conference of all publishers. There was absolutely nothing about this game until the trailer was dropped, and oh my god, if you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen just the amount of tweets of me just going, Jump Force, jump! So I think it's safe to say that I'm fairly excited about this game. From what you can see from the gameplay that we got, you've got all the big boys in Shonen Jump. You've got Goku and other Dragon Ball Z characters, or rather Dragon Ball characters like Frieza. We've got Naruto. Sasuke was revealed in a later trailer. We got Luffy. At the end of the first revealed trailer, we got Light and Ryuk, so that really opens the door for like, oh my god, please put like every single Jump character into this game. I want My Hero Academia, I want my Yu Yu Hakusho. God damn it, if they could figure out a way, give me Haikyuu. God, let me just beat the shit out of someone like Frieza with volleyballs as Hinata and a Hinata Kageyama tag team, please! That probably won't happen, but one question that arose during one of the panels they had with the developers of the game was that how exactly are they going to balance this game? As much as I love my son Deku, I don't know if there's much he could do versus someone like Frieza, who can like destroy a planet with the snap of his fingers. So it'll be very interesting to see how, from just a fighting game perspective, how they're going to balance all of these characters down. They said also that there is going to be a very comprehensive story. I mean, there has to be one. You can't just chuck all of these characters from different universes in the middle of what seems like New York City and be like, have fun. I mean, you could, but like, holy still buy the game, but a story makes everything better, especially a very well written one. So hopefully the writers over at Bandai Namco are going to town on finding a way for them to mash up successfully all these wonderful universes that exist within the multiverse that is Shonen Jump. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've got to say on that one. Let's move on to number 2. Coming in at number 2 is Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, the new IP from FromSoft. I could have made a pun joke from Soft. Whatever. So this game looks good. That is no brainer. The combat looks like nothing that we've seen in a FromSoft game before. It looks like you can be nice and aggressive, but not to the like mindless aggressiveness of Bloodborne. Neither does it look like too, shield and roll based like we've seen in Dark Souls. It looks like they've definitely carved out a unique combat play style for Sekiro's Die Twice, probably stemming from your little moddable prosthetic arm, wooden bell thing, I mean, okay, well, no one can really complain. They gave us a grappling hook, and grappling hooks always go down a tree. I mean, just look at the Just Cause series. Grappling hooks always go down a tree. And it looks like it's going to be super fun. It's setting some kind of alternate samurai universe. It does look like it's going to be incredibly story-based. I've heard rumors that there won't be character customization or even online multiplayer that we have had in other FromSoft games, and I'm okay with that, not just because I'm terrible at PvP and I hate getting invaded in Souls-1 games, also because it looks like it'll fit with the story. You clearly have a link to this little girl who's shown at the beginning, you have an arch nemesis or a big enemy in the guy who cut your arm off at the beginning of the trailer, so it looks like you have to be Sekiro, you have to be this man, you have to have that face and that body type and whatnot in order for the story to make sense. It wouldn't make sense if you were just a big green man wearing a loincloth. Shrek wouldn't do too well in this universe, probably, so FromSoft is saying no more Shreks or something like that. FromSoft is definitely a publisher with notable clout. Anything that they put out, we will eat up. We will just be like, yes, FromSoft, give me more. Whatever it is, I'll take it and I'll love it because it's going to be amazing regardless. We've got to get more gameplay. We've got to definitely have to get a story trailer. Hopefully they give us more of that before the game is due to come out, but even if they don't, this is definitely getting bought because it looks like it's going to be a ride. Let's move on to number 1. Coming in at number 1, and I'll explain the big ass smile and like the miniature hyperventilating you just saw. Babylon's Fall. Oh my god, that trailer got me feeling some type of way. Now, this is a game that nobody had heard of. We hadn't heard any whispers of it, or at the very least, I hadn't heard any whispers of this game. Much like Jump Force, the trailer was just dropped during the conference, and we were just left to wonder, what exactly is this game? And part of me wants to say, I don't care what this game is going to be, just give me more content like that trailer. Like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure I could devote an entire like 20-minute video just to dissecting the Babylon's Fall trailer, but I don't want to ramble on. Well, I do want to ramble on about it, but I'm not going to, just for the sake of your guys' ears. So I can't stop thinking about the trailer. It's so good. So to trailer starts off, we get this kind of like timeline kind of thing going on from the discovery of the Oversoul all the way up to Awakening and a bunch of other. And let me just stop for a minute and talk about just the names of, like, I guess, hyped up, exciting events. They hype up and get me excited. So, especially with just like concepts that we don't really understand. I'm not really doing a good job of explaining it, but names of events like Discovery of the Oversoul, and the Soul Riots, and the New World Academy, and the Day of Awakening, and things like that. Just, oh, they just send my imagination into overdrive, especially when coupled with those visuals and that. Don't even get me started on what that soundtrack is doing to me right now. It's so good in my brain. From a gameplay side of things, it is being developed by none other than Platinum Games, who are on a fucking roll recently with games like Nier Automata, of course, my personal game of the year last year, and even things that they're working on in progress like Grand Theft Fantasy Project Relink. So whatever this amazing concept that Square Enix have just dropped into their laps is going to end up being, I'm sure we can trust it to be something worth our money and our time if it's being developed by the wonderful people over at Platinum Games. And I'm just going to drop some thoughts on what I think the gameplay might be, because in the trailer you can actually see at the end 4 of these nomads who are supposed to rise up and lead humanity's resurgence against Gaia, and it just does look like your standard JRPG party. There's someone wielding a staff who might be your healer, there's someone wielding 2 blades, someone with a massive greatsword, there might have been someone with a shield there were silhouettes, so I couldn't really tell. So that got me to thinking maybe gameplay wise we'll get something kind of like Final Fantasy 15, which is a pretty good blend of standard JRPG battle balancing and more modern action RPG real-time fighting. So something like that will be really exciting, but we'll see. Of course, we've got no gameplay, so this is pure speculation, but just on a world-building level, oh my god, please let Babylon's Fall have some degree of open world exploration. Let there be people I can talk to about the Soul Riots. Let there be an old scholar I can talk to about the discovery of the Oversoul, which set all of this into motion. I am literally spitting at my screen right now because I am so excited about what this world could end up being. Okay. I think I'm done now. So those were my top 10 highlights from E3, but of course there was so much goodness coming out of this year's convention, so I've just got a few, well, more than a few, honourable mentions that I'm just gonna chuck at you guys at full speed. You ready? Here we go! Indivisible, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, We Happy Few, Kingdom Hearts 3, The Division 2, Devil May Cry 5, The Elder Scrolls 6, Octopath Traveler, Skull and Bones, Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Dying Light 2, Desert Child, and My Friend Pedro. Those are all of the titles, all of the announcements that I am excited for that come out of this year's E3, E3 2018. And that is officially everything that I am looking forward to that has been announced from E3 2018. And of course, what kind of video would this be if I didn't pass a question on to you guys and ask, what are you guys excited for from this year's E3? Are you a hardcore Square Enix fan and you're just waiting for more Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff? Are you into some of the new stuff like Babylon's Fall and Jump Force like I am? Are you just excited that Smash Bros. Ultimate is featuring every single fucking character from the previous games plus Ridley? Let me know in those comments below or over on Twitter if that's your thing, at OraMagi, links in the description, and everything important in the description below. I just repeated myself. I guess that's the kind of thing you do when you have chucking your arms about. Your brain kind of doesn't work. Anyway, as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, share it around with all your friends and whatnot, drop me those delicious comments down below, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.